Some dramatic and powerful testimony today from the wife of Gail Gerlach. Now, he's the Spokane man charged with killing Brendon Kaluza-Graham as the 25-year-old drove away in Gerlach's stolen car. Now, KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey joins us live at Spokane Superior Court. And Jeff, Miss Gerlach really helped out her husband's case today.
Sharon Gerlach was calm and articulate and withstood some pointed cross-examination as she bolstered her husband's claim that he fired in self-defense. The question is now, will the jury find her testimony credible or coached?
Usually he goes out, starts the vehicle.
Sharon Gerlach says her husband Gail routinely warmed up their Suburban on chilly Spokane mornings. The couple was just walking out their front door when Mr. Gerlach saw Brendon Kaluza-Graham backing the SUV out of their driveway.
He's holding the door for me, and he suddenly just let the door go, and he took off jogging down the driveway, waving his arms over his head, saying, "Hey, stop, stop."
Mrs. Gerlach then told the jury even though the stolen SUV was now out in the street, she could still see the thief through the Chevy's tinted windows.
With tinted windows, it washes out the color. But because he was backlit by the sun, yes, I could see through the windows.
And that's when Mrs. Gerlach says she thought her husband Gail was about to get shot.
I told Detective Estes that I saw the driver of the vehicle raise his arm and point back at my husband, and I thought he had a gun.
Mrs. Gerlach says she never saw or heard her husband fire his pistol, just their SUV heading south on Lee Street.
So what did you observe next?
Then the car kept going forward, just passing our neighbor's driveway, and suddenly there's a hole in the back left window.
While Gerlach says a bullet went through the SUV's rear windshield just as it crossed their property line, police think the suspect was more than 60 feet away and no longer a threat to the couple's safety. Prosecutors then hinted Mrs. Gerlach's testimony may have been rehearsed to benefit her husband's defense, and then asked Sharon why she called her boss in the moments after the shooting.
I told her that someone had stole our car and that I thought Gail had shot him and that I was not going to be able to make it to work that day.
And so now Mr. Gerlach expected to take this stand on his own defense here on Wednesday morning. The state has the option, Carly, of calling witnesses to rebut Mrs. Gerlach's testimony. Reporting live at Spokane Superior Court, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.